Last week, this Maryland defense had to face Jonah Coleman, and they get another dose of a really good back. Look at the dancing from Johnson, and immediate plays. Raiola to throw for the first time, and it's Ja'Cory Barney, one of his favorite targets, and good for Isaiah Mosey is the back, and Raiola can't quite connect with Quinn Clark, a little low on that.
Get back on the field today with a chance to bounce back.
Second down, and Mosey gets hit immediately and brought down after a short gain. Levan down. Raiola gets it out quick. Barney, the playmaker, makes a man miss and gets knocked. Side Raiola, and he'll get it. And he gets stopped. The Maryland defense consecutive week, and after his defense got a fourth down stop, he's going to keep it on the RPO, and that gets stuffed immediately. Vincent Shavers, he's in the game right now to his right and going in motion for Washington to throw it out to Jaleel Farouk, who's been a yak machine this year, and he sets up with injury. Third down for Washington, and that is snagged by Octavian Smith, and a first. Second possession for Maryland, and they start with the run, and DeJuan Williams straight ahead. Brooke?
Yeah, guys.
Because that's a reference everybody, you know immediately what a guy is saying when he describes a player like that. Washington, and that play blown up in the backfield. Washington throws behind his intended receiver, Nolan Ray.
Okay.
So I'm willing to give hints. Emmett Johnson back to the ground again, and this time Jalen Huston. At this moment, though, a third down for the Maryland defense. Emmett Johnson, first down. He is running. Heinrich Harburg, the former quarterback, now a tight end in the game, and he's blocking in front of Johnson. Runs right through the hole that Harburg helps open. Heinrich Harburg, when he arrived on campus as a quarterback, blocking one of the best young pass rushers just a few years later. It's just the top of your screen to the left of the formation. Harburg's going to keep it, running behind a couple of tight ends, and Maryland's defense all over that. Second down after the Nebraska timeout. Pressure coming off the edge. Nebraska picks it up. Dane Key the catch, and the touchdown. They don't have to run a play before the end of the first quarter, but they will. And that gets batted away. Zahir Matt. Second quarter with a 43-yard field goal attempt, which he makes. And so Maryland's the game last week, the win against Michigan State. Washington gets this out quick to Nolan Ray. He's able to break one and get a few yards to make it third. Washington throws on the run and drops a dot. See if that throw gets Malik Washington going. Now checks it down to Ray, who's having a good drive for Maryland's offense. He's been some pressure, and Maryland beats it with the run. There's Ray. He's free for the turn. And now Sean O'Hare for the extra point. Well, Mike Loxley told us this on that drive for Nolan Ray, including that touchdown. Isaiah Mosey with that carry, and a lot last week, and now it sets the offense up at the 35 for DeJuan Williams. He was a Steel recruit, speaking of Messiah Delhomme, for this group, and it just right for the Terps. Jaleel Farouk in the Wildcat, and he's going to take the direct snap, run into his teammate, and then get... Washington gets it out to Harden. The first touchdown of his career was a beauty.
Excuse me, just work. Little subtle move there on the second level on Rex Guthrie, number 20, on Leon Houghton for the touchdown.
Maryland thinking, we watched this movie last week. We didn't like just what Nebraska needed after the turnover turned into a TD. Emmett Johnson doing his thing and making some
one of the number one things that comes to mind.
Raiola keeps a pass play alive. And now will throw a score. Luke Lindenmeyer.
A great job. Look at the location on this pass. Putting it where only his guy could get it. Right over the fingertips of Glasker.
For the point after. not at elevation, but could use some oxygen. There have been
scores, and the last thing you want to do is have a personal foul penalty to back you up even further.
Instead of starting from their own 25, it's inside the 15, and not much going. Washington, plenty of time, and can't. Third down. Williams-Nwaneri bringing pressure, and that ball through traffic and incomplete. Raiola, touch, key
by the Nebraska offensive line and tight ends.
Johnson is 7 yards per carry so far today. Raiola back to the air, back to Hunter.
Number 14, Glasgow. Look at this ball. One-on-one down in the red.
20 catches, 5 touchdowns last year at Cal. He's got 2 catches, 2 touchdowns today. You know, you don't need spokespeople, you need leaders. And he's really stepped into an even bigger leadership role here as that screenplay side for Maryland. They snap it out of there, and now Washington looking to throw, and Fleming has it broken up at the last moment.
Opportunity for the Huskers to be 7-1 going into November.
Here's Mosey getting the carry and spinning and spinning. That's the, by the way, that foul on Maryland in under the last 5 minutes. And after the penalty is tacked on to the end of the return, there is Nolan Ray. Good to see him.
Certainly not today.
Washington gets it down to Smith with room to run, and he's got a first down out to the 30-yard line.
Once I know more.
All right, Brooke, thank you. That is a massive story, of course, as Washington gets it out to Jaleel Farouk, who makes a man miss. Getting plenty of time. And it's Nolan Ray. Nolan Ray, a bolt of lightning. Washington, tough catch from Fleming, and he's got it. And it'll be 3rd and short. Washington pumps and connects again with Fleming, and that's another first down. The tight end fighting down to the twine. Gaelic football is perfect. Good to see Dylan Raiola back after that visit in the medical tent. Pressure off the edge, and he gets sacked by Zahir Mathis.
And not let that other side, that chirping, get the best of us.
All right, Brooke. See how his team received it as they start on the ground with Williams. Washington in the pistol. And he gets it. And he is eventually caught by the pursuit. Washington, good pocket. Cuts it loose and punch nuts with it. Only given up 1 pass play of over 20 yards coming into the game. That's the 3rd for Maryland today. There is Knotts again. Catch and run across. Good pocket and another completion. Well, Fleming is a first Fleming. So Maryland first down out of the locker room, keeping the ball moving to Williams. A first down the sideline. They've been which is good. And now back to Williams. Now, what a drive for Maryland. Washington, mobile, first down, and he call May. That's what Mike Pereira said. And so now here's the Terps with Williams into space. DeJuan Williams.
Bang, puts his foot in the ground, up into the end zone. Touchdown, tie game Terps.
They kicked the field goal before the break. They come out of the locker room with that long scoring drive. For the 2nd time today, it matches what we've seen on the field. Emmett Johnson, fresh legs, takes a big hit. So many spots, but the 2 picks have been critical. They've both led to points. Here's an inside throw to Mosey, and that gets snuffed out by the veteran Daniel. 2nd and 14. Mosey gets it again. And he gets some. They bring 3 with a spy. Delayed from Stewart. There's Mosey, and he's able to get the first down. But the 2 interceptions. Quickly out of his hands, and that's Keenan Smith. Raiola throws his 3rd interception of the game. Dante Joyner brings it all the way back.
That's intercepted by
This is a
Well, you asked it, Jake, who's going to be really valued the opportunity to be a part of a player's growth. And then to see it immediately has to be rewarding for that Maryland staff.
That's
Johnson. And he gets knocked back, or pardon me, second down. You get knocked back. Now it's third down. Freshman back out for the Terps. And to the ground they go for Nolan Ray. And another good chunk for him on first down. Ray again. And another good first down run. We'll get to this in a second. First down. And here you go. Okay, you are right. But what happens when it turns into a run?
protect the football and tuck it and run.
Sixth run, with a third down and 2 for Maryland. Nolan Ray stopped in his tracks. Desan McCullough.
Bang, bang play either way.
For McPherson, this tough task. Keep it away from Barney, but keep it in the field of play, and he does so beautifully. And Dylan Raiola hands it off. Humongous hole for Emmett Johnson to sprint through. Pressure for the screen. Johnson gets away from Wingate. Cuts back across for the field. Got away from Raiola. Steps up and picks up the first down. Dane Key.
1st and 10.
And back to the ground. Johnson, if the first man's brought him down. Raiola gets it out quick. And Ja'Cory Barney got Raiola. And Key makes a tough catch. And that looks like it should be. He's worked real hard just to get the ball out to the 40. And now that's batted down by Daniel Wingate. Raiola 4 of 5 on this drive. And he's going to give it back to Emmett Johnson. Emmett Johnson just dances his way to the sideline. Husky is the last man there. He allows for help to come get Johnson.
Got those extra yards.
Raiola lofts it, and Key cannot quite. Raiola just dirts it. He had Raiola on the move, and he gets down to the 5-yard.
I thought it was close on the delayed game.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Cunanan on for a 27-yard try. And he's got it.
A good team. So across the board, man, some of these Big Ten teams deserve more respect and deserve to be ranked.
And you think about the flip side, somebody is
lost for the losing team here. You feel the desperation showing up in the way both teams are playing.
To the ground. Dewan Williams, big run, first down, and he's
middle of the conference here. Maryland, Nebraska. Which team is going to emerge? That's the opportunity for this game, guy.
And Michigan, play clock is low. And Mike Loxley took a timeout just before the snap. Emmett Johnson's had a big day today. And he's able to get positive yards. Sometimes he breaks off. He's gotten down the field real quick here. And now Raiola hands it off to Emmett Johnson. Raiola looking, and that is 5 passing yards for Raiola in this quarter. First down and goal. Raiola, Lindenberg. Raiola throws into the flat, caught. Nebraska takes the lead.
And that happened so casual, guy. Yes, I mean, he made it look so easy. You could almost miss it.
2 targets, no catches last week. Such a big addition. Started 36 games at Kentucky. Washington.
Whoa! And then cover the second play when Malik leaves the pocket.
Washington pressured up the middle, and he connects! Not in the league. Two longtime friends there. A lot of respect between those two. And for Nebraska,
Different team. In the fourth quarter against Cincinnati, I see Dylan Raiola call the team up saying, guys, we're not going to do that.